we will start the women's short program.
We return to Sochi for the Rostelecom Cup, the 6th and final event in the Grand Prix series. And this, the most hotly anticipated event to close the day. It will be the women's short program here at the Iceberg Skating Palace. Women's figure skating in Russia, one of the most scrutinized sports in the nation. And that largely because they boast some of the very, very best in the world. One of which is the world record holder Kamila Valieva, who will compete here in Sochi. This is final opportunity to see who will secure their place at the Grand Prix final. And now we meet the referee of the event, and then the judging panel and technical panel who will decide the fate of the 12 skaters in the women's competition.
Judge number 1, Mr. Yuri Guskov, Kazakhstan. Judge number 2, Mr. Yuri Klyushnikov, Azerbaijan. Judge number 3, Ms. Malgorzata Sokol, Poland. Judge number 4, Mr. Kevin Rosenstein, USA. Judge number 5, Ms. Polina Yakobs, Russia. Judge number 6, Ms. Katarina Rau, Austria. Judge number 7, Mr. Massimo Orlandini, Italy. Judge number 8, Ms. Patty Klein, Canada. Judge number 9, Ms. Françoise de Rapard, Belgium. The technical panel. Technical controller, Ms. Ekaterina Serova. Technical specialist, Ms. Yulia Go-Sebastian. Assistant technical specialist, Mr. Ricardo Olavarrieta.
Russia was triumphant in the pairs, not in the order that was anticipated, but it was a 1-2-3 after the short program for the Russian pair teams, and it's distinctly possible that it could be a Russia 1-2-3 in the women's short as well. But the skaters in this group will be trying to mix things up, and we have the likes of Mariah Bell to the left of the screen, coming straight from France in the event in Grenoble, and she, just like all of the competitors, will be vying to be in contention for a rostrum finish. This is the first 6 women who will take to the ice. A lot of experience amongst them, but none more so than Elizaveta Tuktamisheva, who will be the last skater to take to the ice. She's a huge fan favorite. So the International Skating Union does not allow women to attempt quadruple jumps in their short program. But this season we've seen multiple triple axel attempts. An increasing commonality in the women's event, and we're likely to see them in the last group of skaters.
From Japan, Rino Matsuike. From Canada, Madeline Skizas. From Austria, Olga Mikutina. From Belarus, Victoria Safonova. From the USA, Raya Bell. From Estonia, Eva Lotta-Kibus. Ladies, you have 6 minutes for your warm-up.
6-minute warm-up, and I'm sure the women will be focusing and getting comfort and confidence for the 3 jump elements. Most common jump combination likely to be triple loops, triple toe loop from these women. And the event surely likely to be about grades of execution and program component scores. Watch Rino Matsuki warming up. She was 6th at the NHK Trophy 2 weeks ago. So just one of many incredible Japanese women. Last week in Grenoble, it was Wakaba Higuchi from Japan who delighted fans with her triple axel performance in the free skate, securing a bronze medal there. Madeline Skizas rotating in a clockwise direction, unlike most of the skaters who will naturally rotate in an anti-clockwise direction. Sometimes that can make it hard for the athlete to find space on the ice going against the way of traffic. Olga Mikutina has had a right knee injury over the summer, and that meant she withdrew from her first Grand Prix assignment in Tokyo at the NHK Trophy. Good to see her back here.
At the 2021 World Championships, she was placed 8th, which is the best result for Austrian women since
She looks comfortable there with the triple loops.
And her choreographer is Rostislav Sinicin.
Victoria Safonova, originally a Muscovite from Russia. She will be representing Belarus. And she secured her spot at the Olympic Games by virtue of a 3rd place result at the Nebelhorn Trophy, which was used as the Olympic qualifying event in Oberstdorf, Germany. And since then, she's had 3 other international assignments, so she's been busy exploiting a busier competition calendar this year. And Mariah Bell traveling from France direct to Russia, not getting to go home to the States. Back-to-back Grand Prix assignments for her. She finished 6th there in Grenoble. It's a good free skate to help pull her up. In a disappointing short program, she'll be looking to rectify here in Sochi. 14th at the World Championships for the Estonian Eva Lotta-Kibus. Originally from Tallinn, and that will be where the European Championships will take place in January next year. She's had
Have a look at Kiwis from
a
Estonia.
tumultuous season with a huge discrepancy in some of the scores she's posted. Some 60-point difference between her season high and season low.
And took part in the World Championships.
Let's hope that that discrepancy can increase as she posts, hopefully, a new season's best here at this event. Madeline Skizis coaching staff looking on. Last minute wisdom from Mariah Bell. And as we've seen with some other competitors already, both in the dance, the men and the pairs competing in back-to-back Grand Prix assignments. Doesn't give much opportunity for training time in between. There you see Alexei Yagudin, he Olympic men's champion from Russia in Salt Lake City 2002. And a star in Russia. He presents some of the skating television programs here in Russia and a household name. And it's that level of status that the Russian women competing in the next group will be vying for, hopefully by becoming Olympic champions. Oleg Vasilyev to the back of the screen. He, the 1984 Olympic pairs champion. He part of that record for Russian pair skating, the longest running streak. 1964 to 2006, Russia won the pairs event, longest winning streak in any Olympic winter sport for any one nation.
The skaters' warm-up has ended. Please leave the ice.
So of the 5 Grand Prix that have taken place so far, all but one have been won by Russian skaters. And the other one was won by Japanese skater Kaori Sakamoto. Rino Matsuki joined that elite club and contend with the Russian stars yet to come. 17-year-old from Nagoya. Double toe, she was hoping for triple. Out of the triple loop into the layback spin. And a fun and entertaining short program performance. It's like shrug and wince from both skater and coach. A suggestion that they both know that the triple-double combination won't help the result here for young Rino Matsuki. Rino started skating after seeing Mao Asada win the World Championships. Mao Asada, such a wonderful representative of Japanese women's skating. And one of the best role models for quality of movement across the ice for Rino. And here we can see the Lutz. Not the greatest landing. Second guess putting that in combination. So many thoughts have been running through her head. Should she reserve the combination for the loop? You can see a quarter short of rotation on the landing of that loop. It's making it tight and uncomfortable to try and get the triple toe out of. But this was gorgeous. Lovely open-chested, confident landing position on the double axel, and she is working on triple axel in the training rink. She will be very conscious, as will her coaching staff, about the need for both the triple axel and the quads moving forward to stay competitive with the way that the women's event is unfolding. And it's interesting to think that it's not that long ago before a short program like Rino has just delivered would have been one of the top 10 in the world for sure. It's been such a meteoric improvement in the technical demands for the women, even since the last Olympic Games, where Russia was first and second with Zagitova and Medvedeva. In the short program, a fun choice choreographed by coach Mihoko Higuchi, who's with her in the kiss and cry, and a complete contrast to the Moonlight Sonata inspired choice for the free skate. So the triple double cost her about 3 points there.
Next to skate, representing
as we move to
Maddie
Skizas. She had a wonderful short program at World Championships in Stockholm in March. Not what she desired in Vancouver at the Grand Prix of Skate Canada, but hoping for her best version here in Sochi. She will start with an intended triple toe. Comfortably through the triple-triple, Lutz and toe loop. And an effortless looking triple loop. Great speed into and out of the double axel. And that was just what she was hoping for. Maddie Skizas from Canada. Really delivering on this short program and looking like she has been inspired following the frustration of the short at Skate Canada. She had a double lutz, triple toe combination there. A comfortable triple here. And really impressive speed and ice coverage through the triple loop and the double axel. And it looks like her reaction to it is just as anticipated. And her coach there saying really nice axel, which I agree with completely. She was 9th in the short program at Worlds. She dropped down in the free skate. This is the kind of start she wanted. Triple lutz, triple toe, and a good running edge on the back. You can see here, just changing edge a little bit on takeoff. Using the music My Sweet and Tender Beast, which skating fans will know from Sasha Cohen, who used it as a short program in the 2002 Olympics so wonderfully well. And a good choice for Maddie too, who interpreted it with energy, especially when the jumps were landed. Madeline was a skating double in the Netflix drama Spinning Out. She's also started university at Waterloo University, so a busy woman en route hopefully to Olympic Games. 1 spot for Canadian women in Beijing.
Hi, Mom and Dad.
And Madeline definitely looking like the leading Canadian lady.
Hi, Milton. We love you.
The scores, please.
За короткую программу набирает 57,49.
Just short of her personal best of 68.77 from the Worlds in March. But a good start for the Canadian, Madeline Skizas.
67.49 points, which is her new season's best. And she's now ranked 1st.
Olga Mikutina from Austria had a glorious World Championships, finding herself in 8th place there. But since then, she struggled with a right knee injury over the summer months, and that meant withdrawal from the NHK Trophy in Tokyo. Great to see her back. Tight, fast rotation on that triple flip, triple toe. Tight on the landing of the double axel. Down on the lutz. Not a lot of speed entering into that element. wonderful spin features. And some intricate musicality, some novel use of the blade in the choreography as well. Choreography by Rostislav Sinitsyn, the ice dance coach. And there's some really quirky and clever little pieces of choreography throughout the program. But sadly, the mistake on the double axel forces a negative grade of execution, and obviously the Lutz a mistake too. But Elena Romanova greets her off the ice, and we just have to question how much the training has been impacted. No athlete in the Olympic year would want to withdraw from a Grand Prix event, so we have to assume things have been challenging for Olga Mikotina from Austria in forcing her to withdraw from Tokyo's competition. Here, the triple flip, and then a triple toe loop, which I think had some of the rotation finished on the ice, as you see her foot rotate as she lands on the ice. This, the double axel, just not the strength to sustain that, but it will be the Lutz which was the most costly. And it is really deep outside edge, arms aloft, but at least under rotated, and a horrible fall. The blade actually landing forwards, doing the last half of the rotation on the ice. But Olga does have some brilliant spins, and she chooses different level features than many of the other skaters. The International Skating Union offers skaters lots of opportunity to accrue the highest level. Level 4 is the highest level potentially awarded in the spins, and you can attempt different positions to get that to be achieved. And Olga picks positions that are a little bit unique to her, help her to stand out from the crowd in what is a conventional short program that we see from so many of the women. Triple, triple, normally Lutz toe, triple from steps, or triple on its own, normally a flip. It's nice to see her exploring different options that separate her from the rest.
Ольга Никутина за короткую программу набирает 57,9. На данный момент это третье место.
And Olga, I'm sure, appreciating and realizing why that score is as it is, with the mistakes made on the jumps.
Следующий на лед приглашается представительница Республики Беларусь.
Next to skate, representing Belarus, Victoria Safonova.
Victoria Safonova from Belarus, originally from Moscow, and using the Sarah Brightman and Andrea Bocelli version of Time to Say Goodbye. Down on the opening Lutz.
Chiudi dentro a me la
Victoria does well. Puts a triple flip in combination with triple toe loop. Victoria Stefanova from Belarus. She will have been overjoyed to secure that Olympic berth with her bronze medal position at the Olympic qualifying event in Oberstdorf in September. And now maintaining that level of focus through the season must be tricky for athletes like Victoria. This season is punctuated by different demands, and qualifying for her was necessary at that Olympic qualifying event in September. And having achieved that huge dream come true, then to maintain level of training right through to February is no mean feat. And here you can see opening Lutz, arms aloft, weight a little bit too far back. Quarter short of the rotation there to Victoria is one of the tallest women on the circuit, 174 centimeters tall. And some might argue that that makes jumping a little bit more difficult, a bit more challenging. She did well with triple flip, triple toe later in the program. But perhaps a blessing and a curse. Being taller facilitates longer leg lines, bigger shape making. Victoria will now move forward towards Europeans. She's done 1 European Championships already. She was 14th at Europeans in 2020. Hasn't yet done the Worlds or Junior Worlds even. So still a lot of experience. So an event like this is a huge learning ground and opportunity for Victoria. And hopefully she'll be able to get back into the audience to watch the last group of skaters and really learn from this experience. Seeing somebody like Tuktamisheva, former world champion, competing live, huge opportunity.
This pose, please.
Виктория Сафонова за короткую программу набирает 58,19. На данный момент это третье место.
58.19 for Victoria Safonova from Belarus, just ahead of the Austrian Olga Mikutina, with 2 skaters left to go in this group.
Следующий на лед приглашается представительница США.
Next to skate, representing the USA, Mariah Bell.
And Mariah Bell from America. Gorgeous skating skills to be expected and appreciated here. And hopefully she can back that up with big technical content here in Sochi. muscle to settle into the program for the triple-triple combination. Triple-double. Well-centered flying sit spin. Nice back spiral entry into the triple loops with transition coming out as well. Gorgeous outside edge and that camel spin. And cute finish, finishing in the wrong direction from the judges, swiftly changing direction to present herself to those that are responsible for the score here. And as predicted, beautiful skating, very impressive spinning as well from Mariah Bell from America. But the shrug of the head, a reaction to the lack of triple-triple. She went for triple-triple in this short program last week, but it was under-rotated and she had a fall. And then in the free skate at the competition in France last week, she didn't manage a triple-triple there either, but did skate cleanly with the elements she went for. This was nice, the back counter, driving up a nice airy big jump. An American woman skating has 3 spots for Beijing as we watch Mariah triple flip and then I think wisely electing to do double toe loop at the end of it. Still, American champion, former American champion Brady Snell pulled out of the last event of the season. She has been sidelined with injury all year. And we recently heard that Alyssa Liu, American champion, has recently left her coaching staff and changed training location to Colorado. So lots of change and upheaval as so many women vie for that same coveted spot as being an Olympian. And Mariah, although she's competed at World Championships 3 times before, hasn't been able to add Olympian to her CV yet. So Madeleine Skizas leads with 67.49. As we see a reaction to the knee slide from Mariah Bell.
to my game.
Skaters are made of tough stuff. That won't affect her at all. Madeline Skees has had the triple-triple, but Mariah Bell does bring much better skating skills and program component scores. We'll see if that closes the gap between her and the Canadian.
За короткую программу набирает 59-37
And she should be pleased with that. Just off the 70 marker.
На данный момент это первое место.
So 1 week difference and 9 points more.
Which is her new season's best, and it brings her currently in the first place.
Следующий на лед приглашается представительница Эстонии.
Next to skate, representing Estonia, Lotta Kibus.
The talented Estonian, 14th at World Championships in March. With some of the biggest variations in scores of the season so far. Let's hope for a personal best here for Eva Lotta Kibus. Struggling with triple toe. Lovely spread eagle transition in and out of the double axel. Really tough fall in the triple lutz.
Eva Lotta Kibus, Estonia.
I think Eva Lotta Kibus trying to get off the ice as quickly as possible after what was a difficult skate. And you can see her just trying to come to terms with what happened in her short program here in Sochi. And it's a shame because the choreography has such novelty to it. And there's obviously been an incredible amount of work gone in between her and her choreographer Benoit Richaud to create a special piece. but electing to do the relatively easy triple toe as her jump combination and looking very uncomfortable with it suggests that things have been tough in training. And as I said, she's had such variation in the scores she's posted this year, so not sure what could be behind that. Having seen her find herself in the top 7 at European Championships at the last Europeans. Here, the Lutz not really looking like it was anywhere close, unfortunately. Low, perfect outside edge on takeoff, but two-footed, short of rotation and very off axis, making for an uncomfortable fall for the Estonian. And she'll be conscious of Nina Petrokina, fellow Estonian who's had some strong senior season debut scores, so perhaps that's in the back of her mind, adding some extra unwanted pressure. But despite the mistakes, it's still very evident that Eva Lotta Kibus has talent and quality. Just managing to deliver under pressure as she's joined by coach Anna Lavandi in the kiss and cry.
Eva Lotta Kibus за короткую программу набирает 49,26. На данный момент это 6-е место.
And frustrating but not unsurprising score for the Estonian. And the job of her coach now more important than ever to help rally her morale ahead of tomorrow's free skate. Mariah Bell from America leads after her beautiful short program. Another great skate for Madeline Skizas as well from Canada, who's second at this stage. But the next group of 6 skaters is one of the most exciting
Please welcome the second warm-up.
in what is an incredible year for women's figure skating. And I suspect one of the favorites for Olympic gold medal is in this group. But first, the Belgian Luna Hendricks.
Из Польши
From Poland, Ekaterina Kurakova.
из России
From Russia, Maya Kramyk.
из России
From Russia, Kamila Valieva.
из Азербайджана
From Azerbaijan, Ekaterina Ryabova.
из России
From Russia, Елизавета Туктамышева.
уважаемые участницы, вам разрешена разминка.
Dear skaters, you have 6 minutes for your warm-up.
So, Empress Queen Tuktamisheva, the 2015 world champion and silver medalist at this year's World Championships earlier in the year. She hasn't yet had the title of Olympian, and that's what she's after. But the youngsters, Maya Krumik and Kamila Valieva, stand in her way.
Хендрикс, Бельгия.
This young woman
Бельгии в женском
surprised so many by winning the short program in Torino at the Italian Grand Prix
участница Олимпийских
and really upset the apple cart
Европы.
in what was assumed to be a Russian dominance in all of the Grand Prix events. She went on to finish as 3rd, but really securing her place as one of the world's top female skaters. She'll be hoping for more of that here in Sochi.
Екатерина Куракова, Польша. Двукратная чемпионка Польши.
Kurakova from Poland. She too originally a Muscovite.
В Италии под руководством Лоренцо Магри и Ангелины Туренко.
She's had coaching input from lots of sources.
Poland, her coaches are
Russian, North American. She's worked with Brian Orser, the Canadian, two-time Olympic silver medalist himself. So much information and education going into this caliber of athlete. Maya Kromik, perhaps an outsider for Russia's Olympic team. She won the Warsaw Cup just recently, and she placed second in Torino at the Italian Grand Prix. And we'll see quad toe loops from her in the free skate tomorrow.
Maya Kromik from Russia is a skater from the group of Erik Tudberidze, Sergei Dudakov, and Daniil Bleichengauz. At 2020 World Junior Championships, she was placed fourth. In her first Grand Prix in Italy, she took the silver.
And she, as the announcer said, from that Sambo 70 rank with those three in charge. And they, the coaches responsible for this lady too. Kamila Valieva, world record score at her Grand Prix in Skate Canada. And I think many tipping her as favourite for the games at this stage, but still so much debate and change amidst. We've seen already injury taking Trusova, her training mate, out of the running for the rest of the Grand Prix. We've seen Daria Usachova also from the same rank, injured and out of the Grand Prix. Really just desperately eager now that all the athletes stay fit, healthy and well heading towards Beijing. Ryabova from Azerbaijan. She one of the skaters who competed last week as well. And also another athlete with parent as coach. Is Alexei Ryabov. Supports her rinkside in his coaching capacity. And there, Empress Tuktamisheva. You can hear the fan and crowd appreciation. She warms up the triple axel, making it look easy. And interestingly, we're seeing lots of quad attempts from Sambo 70. Maybe not as many triple axel attempts, but it's that triple axel which Elizaveta has used so brilliantly throughout her career. I think she was 12 years old when she first won the Russian national title. She will turn 25 next month during the Grand Prix final, which she hopes to qualify for. And that's dependent upon another podium placement here following the second place she managed at Skate Canada there. Another triple axel, popping them off with ease. Let's hope for the same when it counts in the program. And so often now, Tuktamisheva is asked about how it feels to be the older stateswoman, and yet just 24 years old. It seems unfair to class her as anything but exuberantly youthful. As we see the International Skating Union representative here, Alexander Lakernik.
First Vice President on the ISU.
But in the ever-changing landscape of women's figure skating, where quadruple jumps are now becoming almost a necessity for success, it's great to see Tuktamisheva flying the flag for someone who has maintained that difficulty of the likes of the triple axel for so many seasons. And indeed, Tuktamisheva, we have seen land quad toes in practice. Not possible in the short program for the women. Maybe that will change. The International Skating Union may change that beyond the Olympic season, as we look to see Luna Hendricks comforted by her brother, Jorik. He encourages her now as she starts this last group. She was wondrous in Torino, 73.52 there. And a clean skate to the brilliant music by Lara Fabian Caruso. He's turning out of the triple toe at the end of the triple loops. Oh, what a disaster. Just a single flip for Luna Hendricks. Bit of disappointment there for Luna Hendricks. The mistake on the triple toe at the end of the combination wasn't disastrous, but the single flip really, really costly for the Belgian skater, who was mesmeric in Torino and surprised everybody by winning that short program, and deservedly so. And what's been inspiring to hear from her is the education that she's had, the experience of being a Belgian skater with a totally different focus in that nation to what it must be like for the likes of these young Russians, starting a little bit later. Less early development, triple jumps accrued. As a 16-year-old, she said, whereas in Russia, the assumption is that without triples at age 10 or 11, then it's not worth continuing. Here's the loops. Tight there, opening left side, just double threeing out of the triple toe. Perhaps coming into this event, Luna feeling a different sense of expectation and pressure. There, the double axel tight 2. As the slow-mo shows us the rotation finished on the ice. And Luna suggesting she thinks, oh, as we see that single flip, what a disappointment that was. Opening up one rotation, not the 3 that she can do so easily. But Luna has said, oh, as Yorick looks on, that she thinks that the age should be increased for senior women. The minimum age requirement currently 15 years old by July the 1st of the season. And there is some belief that that should be increased. Luna saying that she cheers on the likes of Elizaveta Tuktamisheva, who's a shining light of inspiration for the others. Luna saying in a recent interview that injury would be less if the age was increased, less rush for quads, an earlier age. Indeed, trying quads injured Luna a couple of seasons ago, so she's steered clear of them more so recently, hoping to work on other areas of her skating, and it had paid off earlier in the year, and I assume it will again. Let's hope for a better free skate for Luna Hendricks.
Next to skate, representing Poland, Ekaterina Kurakova.
Ekaterina Kurakova, who qualified her Olympic spot at the Nebelhorn Trophy, finishing second there. As coach Lorenzo Magri watches on from the side. Stepping out of the triple flip. Should hope that would be the combination, so she'll need to put that on the next element, which is planned to be triple loops. Mistakes there too. Smiling to the end, delivering on the interpretation component score for Katarina Kurakova from Poland. This is her 5th international competition in just 3 months. And as we've seen on the circuit this year, the skaters really exploiting the competition opportunities, which were not necessarily as readily available last year due to the pandemic. Inevitably, that rigorous competition schedule can be exhausting. And lots of the skaters saying that the mental exhaustion of competition has been really draining this season. There, the opening flip, doing well to stay off the ice really. And Katarina had been working with Brian Orser at the Toronto Cricket Skating Club, but the pandemic prevented her returning to Canada to train with Brian, and thus she's been working with Lorenzo Magrin ever since, really enjoying what he offers for her skating. You can see no running edge on that triple lutz to be able to turn it into the combination that she needed. I dare say she has struggled more so with the short program this year. She came back so well with the free skate. It was that free skate that was so brilliant at the Neville Horn Trophy that helped her to qualify for the games. And indeed, at her first Grand Prix in Skate America in Las Vegas, she barely had any negative grade of executions on the score sheet. So her free skate is her strength, and we'll see that tomorrow. Let's hope that she can continue to deliver that as brilliantly as she has this season. Moving forward, what probably separates Kurakova is speed and ice coverage from the stronger skaters that are to come. But great to see her smiling in the kiss and cry.
Екатерина Куракова за короткую программу набирает 56,43. На данный момент это 7-е место.
So Lorenzo still finding positives with the component score, but the technical element score with the mistakes struggle to keep her in contention.
Следующий на лед приглашается представительница России.
Next to skate, representing Russia, Maria Kramuk.
The first of 3 Russians in this competition. Kromik. She certainly has the potential to be a medal contender and perhaps even a winner at this event. Settling into the program with a solid double axel. Euler into triple flip. jump combination from Maya. Maintain speed so well through these difficult spin features. Like Luna Hendricks, not the skate that this young Russian was hoping for. Maya competed in Torino and was second to Luna Hendricks there. Both of these women skating cleanly at that event. And yet, a few weeks later, struggling in the short programs here. And Maya will be greeted by her coaching staff. And she will suffer no triple-triple. So immediately we take off 4.2 points at base value for the triple toe that she missed out on the end of the combination. And then big negative grade of execution 2 for the mistake on the loops. This was okay. And the triple flip. The spread eagle. So she transitioned with the Euler jump as a part of a transitional entry through to this. The flip. Beautiful turned out extension of the landing into the spread eagle. And she kept speed well throughout the spin combination. Judges looking for good speed and or acceleration during the spin, and she managed that as she climbed up into that I spin feature there. But this was costly. Blade going down on the takeoff for the Lutz. And so all sorts of repercussions on the score sheet. -5 grade of execution, mandatory 1 point deduction. So should be looking at about 8 points less, I suspect, than the clean skate she offered in Torino. But her free skate with the quads that she has planned definitely catch up ground.
Maya from Russia has earned in the short program 64.72 points, which brings her currently in the 3rd place.
So now to Maya's teammate, Kamila Valieva.
Representing Russia, Kamila Valieva.
She won Skate Canada. She's been showing her quality on the junior circuit for a couple of seasons, and now she's old enough to be age eligible for the seniors, perfectly in time for the Olympic year. Immediately more flow and ice coverage showcased than anybody else. An effortless triple axel. speed out of the flip into the transition. It's so difficult to do on the forwards foot in the spin. Maintaining ice coverage and length through both parts of the jump combination. Really deep edge set through that cluster of turns in the steps. Wow. Scintillating skate from Kamila Valieva from Russia. And that could be a new world record. Elena Kosternaya has held on to the short program world record of 85.45. But Valieva's quality in each and every element within the short program really makes it hard for the judges to give her anything less than maybe a +3 in each element grade of execution. And what she boasts in technical prowess, she hosts in the program component scores as well. Immediately, more ice coverage than anything we've seen. And the command of her blade through the step sequence, the depth of edge, the ability to skid, use the toe pick, use every part of the blade so brilliantly. Terry Tuparisa still offering perhaps area for progress further, but really brilliant work from her and the team. And Terry had first and second in Pyeongchang at the Olympic Games with Zagitova and Medvedeva. And in that last 4 years, not even 4 years yet, in this last Olympic cycle, the boundaries have been pushed so much. This, the triple axel, look at the crazy level of extension on the landing position. That technique with the one arm lead becoming commonplace now. As I say, changing the expectation of so many in what is required. The flip technique that so many are using now. But the program construction with so many transitions. This too, to do this spin feature on the forward foot is incredibly hard and so rare to see. The Lutz toe late in the program, and look how much ice she continues to cover throughout the whole combination. And that's a bullet point for the judges. They want to see very good height and very good length of all jumps in a combo. And she was clean in Skate Canada at her first event with 84.19, but the program has undoubtedly developed, her confidence has developed. The interpretation, the commitment to the performance has developed since then too, such as the exponential rate of progress for the athletes coming from Sambo 70, and I suspect we're about to see a new world record. She has the world record for the free skate, which she managed to achieve at Skate Canada with 180.89 there.
Оценки, пожалуйста.
The scores, please.
Камила Валиева за короткую программу набирает
Comfortable new world record by almost 2 points, and very little reaction from an expectant coaching staff and skater. Huge congratulations to Kamila Valieva. And a beautiful short program here in the 2014 Olympic venue in Sochi. And we eagerly await what she can host in the free skate tomorrow.
Currently in the first place.
Следующий на лед приглашается представительница
So,
Азербайджана.
Yekaterina Ryabova from Azerbaijan, she originally from Moscow, must use that energy in the arena from that epic skate by Kamila Valieva and channel that into helping her achieve her personal best as well. Triple lutz, triple toe for Yekaterina to start. Her least favorite jump. With a relax. Oh no, she's bailing out on the triple flip. Well, a major challenge for Ryabova to follow the new world record holder for the short program, Kamila Valieva. She started off with the triple Lutz, triple toe. The big clanger here for Yekaterina will be that bail on the triple flip, and she's competed just last week in France, and I have to assume that that tumultuous week for her has made it hard to replicate the clean skate that she had there as she's greeted by her father, Alexei Ryabov. She's used this Mambo Italiano short program for 2 seasons. It's a well-rehearsed program. Here's the Lutz, rechecked, pull the right side back hard, but still a little short of rotation there. So mistakes on the combo 2. But just no downtime between events from week to week. And not long before the International de France, which she competed at last week, she also competed at the Dennis 10 Memorial Challenge. It's been a busy time for Ryabova. And she's not even able really to fully benefit from the exposure to competing alongside Valieva, because she's skated straight after her. She will have had to try and remain focused.
Оценки, пожалуйста.
The scores, please.
Екатерина Рябова за короткую программу набирает 58,87. На данный момент это 7-е место.
58.87 for Ryabova from Azerbaijan, with 1 skater remaining of the day.
На лед приглашается представительница России.
Next to skate, representing Russia, Елизавета Кутамышева.
Well, you can hear the crowd. The warmth and support for Elizaveta Tuktamisheva is huge. She turns 25 next month. And this is the next event in her campaign to be selected for the Russian Olympic team. And just like in warm-up, clean triple axel to start. And the triple Lutz, triple toe. Tight on the landing of the triple flip. And success for Tuktamisheva. Delight for the fans. She delivered when necessary and important, and proving that the return to the world podium in Stockholm in March, no fluke. The pressure upon her palpable, and her experience really paying off in managing that pressure so brilliantly. This isn't the same quality of component scores as Valieva, but it is joyful for fans around the world. And you can hear the crowd's reaction. And what is fascinating, really, Tuktamisheva has had triple axel for over a decade, maybe 13 years since we first saw her landing triple axel. But we see so many Russian young women take top spot and then vacate just one season later. And with the axel, we've seen Yulia Lipnitskaya astound the world in 2014 and not long later gone. Sotnikova, the same. Even the reigning Olympic champion Zagitova, she's long since left the competitive ranks. It took Tuktamisheva's tenacity and staying power which has helped secure her fans around the world. We'll get to see the triple flip, which was a little tight. As I say, it's that tenacity, that will to return in a world of women's figure skating where it seems every year we are introduced to a new young star with more technical proficiency and difficulty. Maybe a quarter short of rotation on that flip. Definitely some rotation done on the ice there for the last of the jumps for Elizaveta. But where she has maintained her technical proficiency with the triple axel, she has certainly made progression with her program component scores and definitely in the spins as well. And there she's greeted by Tatiana and Alexei Mishin. And that too, admirable from the coaching staff, standing by, supporting her, believing in her ability to still compete so brilliantly on the world stage. Her personal best, 81.53 from the Finlandia Trophy this year. Not quite that, but certainly another very solid score. And already you can sense that she recognizes why it's not quite a personal best. What an exciting women's short program. And no great surprise to see Russians in first and second. Disappointment for Maya Kromik, who had mistakes in her short program, but delight for Mariah Bell to find herself in the bronze medal position after the first segment of the women's competition. Mistakes for others, but just 2.5 points from 11th to 8th place, so I suspect there will be maneuverability for others in the free skate. Now, gorgeous slow-mos of the body movement to start the short program for Mariah Bell, who will be delighted to find herself in a much better position than she was in Grenoble last week. What a difference a week makes. Here her triple flip double toe. Be keen to see if she can offer triple triples in the free. That was her lovely triple lutz from the back spiral transition. And Now we see Tuktamisheva delivered when it mattered. We saw solid triple axels in warm-up and executed under the pressure of the competition as well. Tight ankles, perfect rotational position for the 24-year-old Russian, whose Russian flag adorns her laces. And a lesser skater would have struggled to hang on to that triple flip landing. But it's a new world record for Kamila Valieva, who showcased brilliance in every element of her short program. Wondrous spins, great step sequence, and brilliant flow and glide throughout all of the transitions, and abundant transitions they were. Complexity, difficulty, and novelty. And that's why she's beaten the world record by almost 2 points. She was a brilliant junior, developing into an even more magical senior. That rounds out an amazing day of skating here in Sochi at the Rostelecom Cup, and tomorrow we will see the free skates and the free dances in all 4 disciplines. Join us for the last day of competition in this, the 6th and final Grand Prix of the International Skating Union Grand Prix Series.
Rostelecom. Технологии возможностей.
С картой мир все на расстоянии вытянуто. И не имеет значения, где ты. Все рядом, когда мир крутится вокруг тебя. Мир – платежная система с ежедневными бонусами, кэшбэком и скидками. АО НСПК. Правила акций и условия их проведения на приветмир.ру. Заказывайте спортивные товары на Озон с бесплатной доставкой.
Ты не мечтаешь о будущем, ты его создаешь. Сегодня все в твоих руках. Установи приложение Тинькофф Инвестиции и инвестируй, чтобы опередить время.
Чистая линия. Нереально вкусное мороженое.
Кагацел – современный противовирусный препарат для лечения гриппа и других ОРВИ для взрослых и детей с 3 лет. Длительность курса всего 4 дня. Имеются противопоказания. Необходимо ознакомиться с инструкцией.
Олимбет – спонсор соревнований ИСУ Гран-при по фигурному катанию на коньках Rostelecom Cup 2021 года. Народный букмекер вместе с самым любимым видом спорта. Широкая линия, лучшее мобильное приложение и моментальные выплаты от народного букмекера. Наслаждайтесь четверными тулупами и грациозными вращениями. Остальное в руках Олимбет. Удобное приложение, быстрые выплаты, высокие коэффициенты. Живи спортом вместе с самым надежным букмекером.